Gemini, this is going to be a reading for March 14th through 20th. There is a full moon on Friday the 18th, just so you know, in case you were unaware. I've already pulled some cards for you, Gemini, and let's jump in. So, it's interesting, Gemini. It could be a love reading. Sure, totally. Nobody else seemed to get anything like that, but, you know, this very well could be a love reading. Absolutely. It could also be a shotgun wedding reading. If I'm being honest with you, it could be a pregnancy shotgun wedding situation. So if that just totally resonates with some of you, please let me know in the comments. Very curious. So let's just jump in. And your outside influences, because, you know, I started with shotgun wedding, right? So that's not going to be, obviously, this is a general reading. These are general energies, and they're going to express themselves in your lives a little bit differently for all of you. But could be a shotgun wedding situation for some of you. So let's just get into the cards and simplify it, though, a little bit. And your outside influences, supportive energies, we have the Empress. Is it the pregnancy card? Yes, it is, of course. So while this may or may not be you, it feels as though it's not you. It feels like it's outside. It's your outside influences. So if it is a pregnancy thing, it feels like that's not necessarily you. It feels like it's someone else. And I always say that everything is genderless, but can men get pregnant? Sorry. No, they can't. I don't care who tells you what. So, but also this could just be a muse situation. This could be a new love. It could also just very well be someone who inspires you. It's in your outside influences, so I don't necessarily think this is you. I think this is something that is inspiring you. I think of the muse sometimes when I think of the Empress. You know, she's very creative. She also asks you to, like, embrace the emotions and beauty of nature. So any of that, if any of that sounds like it's in your surrounding energies presently and in this situation this week, you know, that could very well be. So in your recent past, in your recent past, we have the Three of Cups. So, you know, you're feeling pretty good. You're feeling like you're surrounded by people who you love. And, could it also be, you know, a love triangle? Sure, but it doesn't seem like that. It doesn't seem like that. It could be, you know, you have the Ten of Swords in your beliefs, which is definitely, it's definitely a fear you have. You have a fear of everything just ending, but I don't see that otherwise. It's only in your head. So considering you have that in your beliefs, could this be a love triangle? Sure. I don't think so, though. For most of you, this is going to be, you know, the fact that you do feel surrounded by that beautiful Empress energy, and you do feel surrounded by people who are supportive and loving, and also I mean, there's definitely lover energy here. Absolutely. Very interesting. You could maybe have been, you know, met someone even at a hangout and surrounded by beautiful friends. Absolutely. What the motivation? Nope, I'm not going to do that yet. In your present situation, we have the Ace of Wands crossed by the Two of Wands in your challenge. So you, it's funny. It's funny because, I mean, I only just realized this, like a silly, gullible little girl, but the Ace of Wands, it's a very fertile energy. There's a lot of fertility going on in your reading here. And while you have a little bit of that uncomfortable Ten of Swords feeling in your beliefs, again, it's the only real negative card here, and it's in your beliefs. There's one other card that's slightly negative, and it also is in your advice to not be that way position, basically. So, good Lord, there's a lot of fertility here. A lot of fertility and kind of a lot of love. Like I said, shotgun wedding feeling, but with love. With love. It doesn't feel like it's a shotgun situation, if that is your situation. And it's not wanted. It feels like it's wanted. It feels like it's wanted all around. So yeah, Ace of Wands, definitely very fertile energy, moving forward, whether that's a creative endeavor of yours or whether that's actual fertility in that sense. And what crosses you is the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands here feels like it's just asking you to plan a little bit. Make sure you plan a little bit and you don't just dive in, right? Make sure there's a little bit of planning. Make sure there's a little bit of talking. A little bit of like looking ahead to the future, a little bit, right? Just a little bit. In your... Yeah, okay, we'll do that one. In your motivation for all of this, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So either you feel very fortunate or you feel like you almost got like a windfall of beautiful, lovely, emotional energy. This also could be that things changed for you. It could be that things turned around, either from luck to unlucky or from unlucky to lucky. Take it as it sounds right for you. But, all of this energy is in your motivation. So any of that could be motivating your, this whole thing here. I'm very intrigued, Gemini. So, okay. So, like I said earlier a few times, in your beliefs, we have the Ten of Swords. And it kind of goes along with this card. So I'm going to show them to you together. This is sort of your beliefs, kind of your fears. This card is what doesn't work for you this week. It's more of an advice card. I have a what does work for you and what doesn't work for you. So what doesn't work for you this week is the Nine of Wands. And in your beliefs, we have the Ten of Swords. Both of these cards are basically telling you, to get out of your head. And if you have been battle-worn because of the past, don't be jaded and bitter, man. Don't bring it into this situation. It doesn't belong here, and you don't need to do it. You don't need to bring it out. That's the advice here with this card. What does work for you is strength. What does work for you is to practice not feeling this way. But don't focus on this, because if you focus on not being this way, then this is all you're going to focus on and you're going to create it. When I say this, I mean, that battle-worn energy. But what is available to you is strength. So practice strength. Strength is a practice. The strength card asks you to practice. It asks you to get up every day and have the strength to continue practicing whatever it is that your practice is, right? Whatever your practice is. Don't practice this. Practice the lovely things. Whatever it is you want more of, practice that. Let's see here. In your near future, we have the Page of Cups. Here we go. Page of Cups, more cups. I mean, it's all just like loving, passionate, kind of immature, moving forward fast energy, but all loving and passionate energy. And then, of course, in the outcome, we have the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is generally, it definitely can be construed, that's not the right word. It definitely can be viewed as the, the wedding card, the celebration card, the succession of these cards: Empress, Three of Cups, Ace of Wands, Page of Cups, Four of Wands, shotgun wedding, if I ever saw one. But like I said, it doesn't even feel, if anything, there's a little bit of impulsive action, and the Two of Wands is asking you to just remember to think a little. Just a little, not like a lot, but just a little bit. Just make sure stuff. But overall, it feels like you are a little, obviously a little, you think it's all going to end and come crashing down, but that's not what I see here in the rest of the cards. That's just in your head. Very interesting. Very curious where that all ends up. Seems lovely, seems romance, seems like a love reading. Let me know in the comments, please. So curious, Gemini. I'm going to pull a Four Agreements card to help you get through the energies of this week. All right. We have, don't make assumptions. Let your life be transformed. I mean, these two cards are asking you not to make those assumptions, whether they be something that happened to you in the past and you assume it's going to happen in the future. I would let go of that. And the Wheel of Fortune also is asking you to let go of that. The Wheel of Fortune asks you to let go of karmic, karmic if you want, but just habits and patterns that aren't working for you. The Wheel of Fortune is also asking you to let that go, and that's in your motivation. So it is deeply, motivating you, whether you realize that or not as well, to get rid of those patterns. I'm going to show you the card. Don't make assumptions. When you stop making assumptions, your word becomes impeccable and your life is completely transformed. Magic just happens in your life. What you need comes to you easily because spirit moves freely through you. I dig it. I dig it. Cool, Gemini. Thanks so much. That's what I have for you. This is a practice for me. For more on what that means, you can look in the description. It just means I'm not a master. So I'm practicing. Thank you for being a part of my practice. I would love for you to join my team and subscribe. I need a team. So come on, join, subscribe, share it with your kooky friends. Let's build this thing. It'll be fun. You'll get a free reading every week and you'll watch me grow. And you'll grow with me. And you'll help me grow if you comment and engage. Otherwise, you can just be sneaky and watch. So, thank you, Gemini. That's what I have for you. Have a wonderful week. I will see you next week.